YouTube? Heretic here, back with another deck profile. This time I'm going to be profiling a deck that I played for the last couple weekends of City Championships and also a League Challenge. And that is my Manectric water deck with Seismitoad and Plasma Kyurem. I posted a couple of photos on my Heretic Facebook page about slightly revealing this deck, and now I'm going to give you guys the list, so I hope you like it. So pretty simple premise. We're starting off with basically here is Mega Manectric, and his non-mega form, obviously. So 4 Manectric EX, just kind of the backbone of the deck, the 4/3 Mega Manectric line. 20/20 snipe on the first attack, 60 potential to go up to 120 if they have Pokemon tool, like usually a muscle band. You can either attach a muscle band to him and just do 140 and then get 30 damage off like a Kyurem snipe or something, or a Seismitoad, or you can just Mega Evolve to Mega Manectric and he's also your energy accelerator for the deck. Spirit Link helps you evolve to him without having to end your turn. It's pretty good. 210 HP is pretty solid. And then 110 damage is conveniently just enough to KO a Pyroar, which he's your Pyroar counter as well. And another thing worth noting on these guys, I'm going to go over real quick right away, is the metal resistance against like the Dialga decks and stuff like that, because as we tell you, that -20 to win not seem like a lot, but that really comes into play in the Bronzong matchup, and at least around here we have seen quite a few of those decks pop up, so it's kind of nice to be able to have an advantage against something like that, even if it's not like the #1 meta deck. Then we got 3 Plasma Kyurems, 1 prize water attacker capable of dealing 120, 140 with a muscle band, which can add with the first attack Frost Spear, 30/30 snipe, to hit some magic numbers, 170 or 180 if you have muscle band the whole way. Can also snipe with Frost Spear to finish KOs, combos with the 20/20 snipe you get off Manectric. Again, great 1 prize attacker. Even without Deoxys, is still pretty potent. Pretty easy to charge up with Mega Manectric to accelerate energy out of the discard pile. All around good card. And 2 Seismitoad EXs. Thought about dropping the 3rd Kyurem for a 3rd Toad. Right now, just kind of having the 1 prizers I feel like is nice, and then having the Seismitoads, of course, because Quaking Punch is just stupid broken right now. And 180 HP is awkward for a lot of decks that can hit 170, but 180 is just kind of like that extra 10, just throw off their math a little bit. And then also the fact that with the water energy isn't in this deck, you can actually use Grenade Hammer, and I've done that a few times, so that's actually been a little bit clutch for me as well. And then finally we play 1 Jirachi, just because searching out supporters is really good, and you want to be able to do that. So yeah. Supporters, we got, let's clean these up here real quick. 4 Sycamores, discard, draw 7. I don't play a deck really without playing 4 of either that or Juniper. 4 ends, more draw power, also have some disruption. Shuffle draw, really good. I feel like 4/4 of those in most decks is rather, at least that's what I've been doing. And 2 Colress for potentially massive draw power. Rounds out the draw supporters. And then other supporters, we got 2 Skylas for search and 2 Lysanders because it's Lysander and it's really good. You guys kind of know that already. It's pretty self-explanatory. Especially like Donphan, because you're running so many water types to you're running so many water types just to counteract the fact that Manectric is weak against fighting, so just being able to bring up the Donphans when they spin out and just KO them, or set up for potentially double Donphan KO with Frost Spear and a muscle band and such. 3 Ultra Ball, search Pokemon, 3 Switch. Seismitoad and Kyurem both have pretty heavy retreat costs, although you can actually manage to pay them because, again, Mega Manectric just recharges. But it's still nice to have the switches because you're not always going to be able to pay the retreat, especially early game. 2 Verse Seekers, seriously thinking about upping that to 3 because that card is just so good right now. Kind of hard to not want to play the 3rd. 2 Enhanced Hammers, again, Donphan counter, among other things. Takes away special energies. This deck also has a really rough matchup with Aromatisse, so you can take away their rainbow energies, force them to attack with like Xerneas and stuff instead of Yveltal or Landorus or whatever. I mean, like Yveltal, you're pretty much gonna one-shot, but mainly, you know, just if they're whatever you like, a lot of their rainbow energy required attackers, you know, you can just kind of take that away from them. Also takes away double colorless from a lot of things. 1 Professor's Ladder to search out energy. Tool Retriever, you can do some kind of crazy shenanigans with that, like Spirit Link a Manectric, Mega Evolve it, and then pull the Spirit Link back, put a Muscle Band there, maybe use that Spirit Link on another Manectric. Also gets rid of Flare Tools, which is kind of nice. Headringer's kind of a bitch. 1 Max Potion, really would have liked to run 2, maybe even 3 of these. Max Potion something, just Mega Manectric, recharge it. It's pretty good. That said, the 1 copy is still better than nothing. This was pretty clutch for the times that I've had it. And then Computer Search to grab whatever. Works as an extra Ultra Ball, works as an extra way to grab supporters, or just like, you can like, I've changed Ultra Ball, Jirachi, Skyla, Computer Search, and then double colorless to get that Seismitoad Quaking Punch on the first turn. And then we got 3 Spirit Links, 3 Muscle Bands, just Pokemon tools because Spirit Links to Mega Evolve without ending your turn, Muscle Band just because it's really, really good. And then 2 double colorless, kind of an awkward number, but it's pretty much what I have space for without trying to hurt consistency with my basic energy and my Excel too much. 6 water and 5 lightning. Works for Kyurem, Seismitoad, and Manectric. Manectric only in Mega or non-Mega form only ever needs 1 lightning. Kyurem and Seismitoad for their second attack, Blizzard Burn and Grenade Hammer respectively, both require 2 water. And Kyurem also needs the 1 water for its first attack, plus we play more different basic water types by 1 than we do non-Mega Manectrics, so kind of edges out the count to water. But, you know, it's pretty close. It's like 6-5. You could play it the other way if you wanted to. That's just kind of pretty simple energy math, and rarely do you ever run out of energy with between Mega Manectric and just the fact that you have a 13 energy cards in the deck. You have a solid metal matchup thanks to the resistance that Manectric has to metal pretty much. You have a pretty solid Donphan matchup despite the weakness, just because you do have resistance with, or not resistance, but you're hitting Donphan for weakness with all your water types, and if you get the Kyurem's charged up, you can just go ham on them. I've also thought about Keldeo. Even without any water energy, you just, any energy, Muscle Band, or just you get, you know, the 1 water energy, you're one-shotting Donphan, you get 2 of them on there, you can one-shot Landorus. And otherwise just do like 110 damage, just pretty good output, and kind of like a pseudo switch in its ability. This deck has a good matchup around the board with Garbodor, because right now, other than Jirachi, we don't have any abilities. You know, Yveltal, obviously, unless they get the Shadow Circle running, it falls in 1 shot to this guy, or this guy if they have a tool. So, I mean, matchups around the board are pretty good. Pyro dies in 1 shot to him. And then you can just Toad Lock a lot of stuff. So, I mean, this is a really fun deck to play. I felt like it's been a pretty solid meta call. Near mirror match with K-Bax was pretty interesting, since he inspired this whole deck. It was more his idea than it was mine. I added Toads. I didn't realize that he had actually originally ran Toads in his first build. And then he went and added him back, so, you know, without knowing that I was playing him, I think so. It was just kind of like, great minds think alike. Like, I don't know. I mean, I still got to give the nod to him for coming up with this whole idea in the first place. But, you know, we have slightly different takes on it, but mostly the same. So, hats off to K-Bax. And, I mean, again, really fun deck. If you want to test out Mega Manectric, and, you know, I feel like this is a pretty solid way to play it. Obviously, there's the Eviltal variant, there's the Genesect variant, you know, and you can play with like Landorus and stuff too, and probably a lot more. But this is just the one I've been playing, and I wanted to share this with all of you. And questions and comments down below as always. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.